questions?
Book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 3, and verse 13 and 14. I wanted to just get a breakdown of it, you know what I'm saying? Just to give a little, book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 3, verse 13.
Give me 1 second, Doc. 2 Corinthians chapter 3 and 13, you said? All right, just so they can hear it online too, I'm gonna have a brother in the room with the microphone read it off. The 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 13.
Okay. The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 3, verse 13. Akim got it. And not as Moses, which put a veil over his face.
Veil
over his face, that the children of Israel could not steadfastly look to the end of that which is abolished.
Mm-hmm.
But their minds were blinded.
You wanted 14, right? You was reading 13 for some backstory.
All
right, no, so read 14.
Verse 14. But their minds were blinded, for until this day remains the same veil untaken away. And the reading of the Old Testament, which veil is done away in Christ.
What's your question here, Rock?
I just wanted to get a breakdown of this, as far as like, is this, you know, saying like how, you know, how it also says like, you know what I'm saying, that we how can I say that we how do I explain it? That we not, you know what I'm saying, like bound to the letter, but by spirit. But then again, you know what I'm saying, the law is not the way we.
You on to it. Read 16.
Verse 16. Nevertheless, when it shall turn to the Lord, the veil shall be taken away.
Nevertheless, when it shall turn, no, my fault. Read 15. I'm thinking you read 15. Read 15.
Colonel Khan, verse 15. But even unto this day, when Moses is read, the veil is upon their hearts.
Now, even unto this day, when Moses is read, the veil is upon their heart. Nevertheless, you read 16. Now read 16 again.
Nevertheless, Colonel Khan, verse 16. Nevertheless, when it shall turn to the Lord, the veil shall be taken away.
Nevertheless, when it shall turn to the Lord, the veil shall be taken away. So it says, even unto this day, when Moses is read, the veil is upon their heart. What does a veil do? So you can understand just the parable, right? Just so you can understand why. Just understand what a veil is, so you're not double lost. What is a veil? Con?
It covers your eyes.
Veil covers your face. It's the thing. You want to raise your hand if we speak out. A veil covers your face. When women in the world get married, they have that white dress on. That thing covering their face is a veil. You understand? That see-through thing that covers their face, that's a veil. A veil covers. Right? Give me 1 second. What y'all should have did also was pull up the definition. I told y'all that. When you're looking for the definition online, you want to type it in VEIL. For time's sake, cover with or as though with a veil, a piece of fine material worn by women to protect or conceal the face. It's something that covers. You understand? Something that conceals or something that covers. Right? So when you read 14 and it says, read it again, up.
It's like it would hurt, sir.
Read 13, actually. Read 13 again. Now we know what a veil is. A veil covers. So something's being covered up here. Go ahead.
Come. And not as Moses, which put a veil over his face. The children of Israel could not steadfastly look to the end of that which is abolished.
14.
14. But their minds were blinded, for until this day remained the same veil untaken away. And the reading of the Old Testament.
When you read the Old Testament, right? We argue. I don't argue with nobody. When we crush these Old Testament Israelites, a Christian, a pastor, anyone, when we crush them and they read Moses and don't understand what Moses is saying, what is the main problem an Old Testament Israelite, a so-called, which is just a Christian, what is their main problem? If you were to debate an Old Testament Israelite, what would be their main problem? Officers, y'all got to know this. Nabiah, an Old Testament Israelite, and they believe the Old Testament. Anybody that believes the Old Testament do not believe the laws are done away with. They believe the laws are active. Christians who mainly only believe in the New Testament believe the laws are done away with. What would an Old Testament Israelite argue with you about? Get up. Or debate you on, I should say. They don't believe in Christ. That's perfect. So it says, could not steadfastly look to the end of that which is abolished. You read 14, it says, but until this day, that same veil is still untaken away. So the same problem that was had in the time of Moses, the same problem is had when people read this Bible today, right now. The same problem is still being had. What is that problem? What's the problem when you read Moses? I'm going to give you a little bit of a hint. Maybe this might be giving you too much. What's the problem if you read Moses and you don't understand brotherhood? That may be too much of a hint, but that should help y'all get it, though. Young man, give him the mic.
Sir, they don't understand the laws of Moses.
Oh, they understand the laws of Moses. They understand the laws of Moses perfectly fine. They understand thou shalt not kill, steal. They understand all of that. They understand that perfect. They understand the laws of Moses. What don't they understand? I give y'all a hint, brotherhood. When you don't understand brotherhood and you read Moses, what do you get, Nabiah?
Sir, if I could, the law of Moses said an eye for an eye.
Mm-hmm.
But brotherhood says that you should take your brother, go to your brother, him and him only.
Correct. What's something else the law of Moses said? You a sinner, stone you to death, right?
Con.
Two big things. I'm gonna just take those two things. If you're a sinner, we stone you. And what's the one you said? Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Those two particular things, what did Christ say about them? I have said unto you, it has been an eye for an eye, right? Zachariah Pulat in the New Testament. I have said unto you, it has been an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But verily, as you know, Christians are going to tell you, turn the other cheek, right? I'm shortening it, turn the other cheek. Of course, they don't understand what turn the other cheek mean. Oh, you want to hold your peace until you raise your hand out. They tell you to turn the other cheek, right? They tell you, somebody take your eye out, your brother take your eye out. That don't mean you gotta go take his eye out. You understand? He do this to you. That don't mean you got to go do this back to him. You got to go get your get back. You understand? Stoning. You want to stone somebody else so bad, you ain't living perfect though. How can you stone somebody else if you ain't living perfect? I can tell you a million things Christ said. How you gonna look into your brother's eye and judge him on his problem when you have a beam in your own eye? Smoke that beam out of your eye first and then tell your brother about his beam. Zaka, what? Give me what you got.
If I could, sir, also when he said, forgive your brother 70 times 7.
Right, forgive your brother. You see how these is, we all pulling different phrases from Christ. You understand? We all pulling different phrases of Christ because in I.S.U.P.K. we understand brotherhood. You understand? Brotherhood is highly understood in I.S.U.P.K. It's what Christ came to teach. Christ didn't have to come and hit you over the head with the law 1,000 times. Why? It was already done. That was already done before. You understand? It's already done. The law's written down. The law's everywhere in the book. We got thousands of scrolls written on it, but Christ came because those thousands of scrolls we were not obeying. You understand? They written all over the place. Like a Christian gonna tell you Christ came to do away with the law. Christ followed, like you can't read nowhere in the Bible where he didn't follow the law. You can't read it in the Bible. Christ came because the law is all in your face and you still not doing it. It is a weak man's mind state to be sitting there thinking, well, the law is always, you see the law, we got 40 books that's talking about the law in the Old Testament, but you know, we couldn't follow that. So Christ came and said, you know what, since y'all so weak, I'm going to bail you out. I'm going to bail you out because you're so weak. Somebody like that can't run a nation. You going to run a nation, you expecting somebody to come bail you out or something. How are you like, let me tell you something. Here's why in the UPK, we never wanted the government stimulus checks. We don't want your stimulus checks. We want you, the white man with our oppressors. A lot of you, I keep forgetting this YouTube. What the oppressor is going to do is he's going to look at us and recognize us as a nation. Our men are men. You understand? You don't treat us and do to us however you feel. Our women are women. You don't do and treat them however you feel. You understand? You don't push your propaganda on us when you don't even partake in your garbage. You understand? That's not something you do. The white man will respect us. You understand? We don't want we don't want a stimulus check. We want his respect. You will look at us and say that is an honorable nation. We don't look at us and we come into you talking about something we need a check. That is not what we're doing. That's not what the I.S.U.P.K. stand for. Now, the government that took everything from black people want to send out $200 checks. Take your damn check. I'm not telling you don't take your check. What I'm telling you is, we ain't doing this for no damn check. We doing this because the white man will look at us and say they're honorable. They're respectful. They're not we're trying to make them gangbangers and drug dealers, and it's impossible. They stand for God so much. We're trying to corrupt them so much, and it is impossible to make them drug dealers. That's what the I.S.U.P.K. stands for. We don't stand for changing our oppressor. We don't stand for begging for his dollars or anything of the sort. That is not what we do. We want our honor. We want our respect. You understand? And Zachariah, back to your point, you got the scripture I asked you for? Give it to me so I can ask somebody in the room, read it. Somebody give me Matthew 5:38. You understand? Give me Matthew 5:38. Christ ain't he didn't come to do away with the law. Don't it seem like for all you brothers who you've been in the school even a little while, isn't it quite funny how every major, quote unquote, major problem or topic or issue somebody has with the Bible comes back to the basics? Ain't that ironic, Zachariah? It always come back to Christ ain't do away with the law. It always come back to you don't know brotherhood. It always come back to something simple. They treat the Bible as if it's the damn Da Vinci Code. You got to crack it and read it in 4 different languages. You got to go to Italy and read what they got on the wall and the Sistine Chapel. And that ain't the Bible. That's not the Bible. The Bible is so simple. It's so simple. When you a black man that just fall into your natural frame of being a priest and prophet, you just read the Bible for what it is. It's just like, oh, this is brotherhood. Oh, this man want honor. We want respect. The Bible ain't talking about beg for a check. The Bible tells you to die for your honor. It doesn't tell you beg for a check. Give me 5 and 38.
The book of Matthew, 5, verse 38. Or I can have it. Ye have heard that it hath been said, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. 39. But I say unto you that you resist not evil.
Ye what?
But
Ye what?
But I say unto you that ye resist not evil.
Ye resist not evil. When you do an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, you not resisting evil. What does that mean? Nabaya, you get the mic.
That means a brother did something to you, you're going to go ahead and do something back to him.
Instead of looking to see if there's a way y'all can rectify this. Get up, finish.
As a brotherhood, when a brother did something to you or offend you, you go to him and try to rectify the problem.
That's it. It's that simple. I can't tell you how many brothers leave the truth over not rectifying the small issue you have with a brother. It's so small. Your issue ain't big. You telling me your issue is bigger than slavery? Your issue is bigger than ghetto oppression. I don't think your issue is bigger than that. You understand? You got to stop thinking like as a black man, you got to stop thinking civil war and realize we're at an actual war. At war with the people that we live next to, that live on top of us, that make our laws. You understand? It's not like you at war. This is your country. This is their country. Like how America go to war with Russia, or Russia go to war with China, or North Korea go to war with South Korea. We are at war within the country we live in. It's not our country, and it's a separate people. This isn't heard of. Like, it's not civil war, but it's citizens of the same nation fighting each other. Like, what we're going through is unheard of before. Zaka, you have something to say?
So like, sir, if I could, it's like that saying that they say in the world, two wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah, two wrongs don't make a right. You can't just do whatever the hell you want to do all the time. You feel like somebody wronged you. Now you gotta go get your get back. You gotta go do something to them. And this could be something small and petty, Akim. I ain't even just talking about you rob somebody, you murder somebody. I mean something small, Akim. Like if you don't enact this, you gotta enact all these laws on the most minuscule level of your lives, on the smallest levels. Like you as slaves, somebody. I give you a perfect instance. If you working like a warehouse, like the brother right there, let's say you about to go get on this cherry picker right here. And old boy, know you about to get on it. It's the last one. You got a task to do. He late with finishing his task. He late with finishing his. He should have been finished his, but he was BSing around. So he want to see you about to go and do your job on time in a timely manner because you paced yourself right and he late. He doing something late. He going to see like, oh, man, I need that because I'm already behind. I need that. He going run hop in front of you right next to he hop in. Time come around, you can easily do the same damn thing to him, or you can show him you a better man. You can show him you a better man. You understand? Why did I bring up a small situation? Because if you can't enact these laws on the smallest parts of your life that don't mean nothing, like you can't run a nation. You can't tell somebody else. You can't watch a man cousin get murdered and then tell that man he can't go get retribution if you can't control yourself around somebody else, around somebody at your slavery who do something as far as jumping the cherry picker. You understand? He jump on the cherry picker you want to use. He jump on the forklift you want to use. You feel like you like I got something for him. I got him next week. Watch this. It's Friday. I got him on Monday. Watch this. Like you can't tell somebody not to murder if you doing that. If you murder ain't the cherry picker. Murder ain't the forklift. It's a gateway. It's a gateway. If you can't live like a priest in every aspect of your life, you're going to fail. You understand? You're going to fail. It's that serious. You understand? Give me back in 2 Corinthians 3. Why did I bring all that out? Christ ain't do away with the law. Christian don't understand it. An Old Testament Israelite don't understand it. When they read Moses, they claim they read the Old Testament and they follow the Old Testament. But when they read in Moses, you know what they not understanding? Matter of fact, I'm going to pull this perfect. This is perfect. Give me 1 second. Give me Matthews 19 and 8. Still hold 2 Corinthians, of course. Give me Matthews 19 and 8. Like Akim, you know, like let me tell you something. It's about to explain perfectly the reason why 2 Corinthians 3 and 13 through 16 is misunderstood. And Zagawar, the minute you asked for this scripture, I instantly remembered this from my Hebrew Academy training. This is one of the scriptures that Captain Kazazai went over with us. And none of us, we sitting there all stumped, looking stupid, don't know what the hell going on. A couple 5,000s, thousands, and 500s. We all like, damn, how can we not know this? I made sure to drill this in my head. This is why Old Testament Israelites are garbage. That's why they're garbage. This is why they're Christians. This is why they're Christian. If you so Old Testament, like you so Old Testament, you should be eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. You know what they're gonna tell you though? Nah, man. Nah, you ain't gotta do that. You understand? See, Moses only said that for this reason. Which, matter of fact, read 19 and 8 before I get into that. Read 19 and 8, Nabiah. 19 and 8. Young man, you gotta give him the mic. You got it out?
The book of Matthew, chapter 19 and verse 8. Or I can have it.
Come.
He said unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts.
Because of what?
The hardness of your hearts.
Because of the hardness of your heart. Go ahead.
Suffered you to put away your wives. But from the beginning, it was not so.
Now, how does that tie into 2 Corinthians? Zakawar, how does that tie into 2 Corinthians? God.
Because it's almost like they trying to it's like what the Pharisees were doing, like, you know what I'm saying, like when they were trying to enforce the law, but it wasn't even they didn't really understand it, you know.
You going into the Pharisees, Moses. Why would Moses suffer them? Like, because of the hardness of your heart, Moses let you do that. How does that tie into 2 Corinthians? In the veil. The veil means conceal. You concealing something, something's being hidden. Said Moses put a veil over his face. I'm gonna give it to you. Unless somebody in the room got it. No, I'm gonna give it to you. Moses put a veil over his face. That veil was him suffering you to do things that were contrary to the law because of the hardness of your heart. Moses suffered you to do things like putting away your wife, right? Knock a man tooth out because he knocked your tooth out. Stab an eye because he stabbed you in your eye. He suffered that because you were an unbrotherly, unsisterly, unruly people who would accept none less. You understand, if Moses would have just told you can't do that, probably would have killed Moses. That's how unruly, unbrotherly, and unsisterly we are. How much we treat each other like we're not family. To this day, we treat the oppressor like more family than our own. Hey, you want to address me as sir?
Yes, sir.
You understand? To this day, we treat the oppressor as if he is more us than we are us. That veil that Moses had, that veil is him allowing you to do certain things that really was never in the law. Why? Because of the hardness of your heart. You want a divorce? Okay, write the paper out, you could divorce her. Moses knew what the law actually was. The law was you sleep with her, she yours forever. Moses knew that. And he looked at us and said, they're not going to follow it. He told us it, not going to follow. He said, if you got to put her away, give her a writing of divorce. These men were sleeping with these women and then being like, man, she annoying, bro. And then running off. And now she knocking on Moses. She sending word to Moses. Moses, I can't reach Zakwash. I can't reach Zakwash. Like, that's not acceptable. That veil, that what was hidden, that's what was hidden. That the children of Israel could not steadfastly look to the end of that which is abolished. They couldn't look to the end of that which is abolished, which is what? That punishment of the law. If you only loved each other, if you only didn't feel the need to do certain things, there's no need for you to reenact violence against somebody because they acted it upon you. There's not always a need for that, Hakim. You understand? There's a time and a place for everything. There's not always going to be a need for that. They couldn't see to the end, which was abolished. That end that was abolished was that punishment. You understand? That punishment of the law was abolished. And Moses is trying to let you know, like Hakim, when y'all realize this whole Bible is about Christ, you realize all the prophets in the Bible is not saying anything contrary to what Christ came and said. You understand? Christ came and said, you ain't got to kill him because he killed your friend, your cousin, your brother, your uncle, your moms, your pops. You ain't got to kill him. You understand? If it was like he's an accident, like fighting, tussling, boom, it go off. It's an accident. You understand? You ain't got to kill him. You ain't got to go rob him because he robbed you. You don't got to treat him bad, treat her bad because she treats you bad or he treats you bad. That's why a lot of y'all suffer with your women. You treating her bad. You think, oh, you want to act like this? I'm about to act just like you. Like, that's feminine. You need to show her the amount of strength you have. You understand? Show her the amount of strength you have. You act like, no sweat. You go get you another one. But why in the world she's, no, I ain't going to cook. Oh, you going to reenact everything she do to you? Like, that's feminine. How much better are you than her? How can you change a woman if you are the exact same as her? You're as disgusting as her. You're as petty as her. I don't know what it is in 2020, but men get a kick out of saying how petty they are. I'm petty. I do. That's cool. You petty. Like that's female dictionary. You understand that, right? That's feminine words. I'm petty, man. I'll do. Yeah, what? I'm petty. Yeah. You're a grown man. Why you nitpicking? You understand? You're a grown man nitpicking. That's for females. What a real man does, and a man of Christ does, a man of God does, is he watches women nitpick and be petty and checks them on it. They don't go, oh, you won't be petty, I could be petty too. And you wonder why she all out of line and all out of order and everything is up in flames. And everything up in flames in your house. She be petty. You can't be petty with her. I mean, no damn sense. Wow, that's the veil. Read 14. No. You ain't got it, right? Somebody got 2 Corinthians 3 and 14. See, this is why we need Bibles, right? I'm about to mandate physical Bibles in a second because y'all got to bounce back and forth with the app. Y'all don't got the scriptures I need. I can't have this going on the corner. That's unacceptable. I ask for a scripture and I say, hold this one. You should have your finger on this one and you read in this one. That's what a book is for. These apps, they work good in a bind and a pinch, and don't work good every day. It's like a band-aid, it's a quick fix. Good.
3 and 14.
3 and 14.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 3, verse 14. But their minds were blinded. For until this day remaineth the same veil untaken away in the reading of the Old Testament, which veil is done away in Christ.
Now I'm gonna hit you with something. Why don't Christians understand the Old Testament? Now I'm gonna hit you with something now. If y'all get this, and if you paying attention to what I said, you might get it. If y'all get this, I know you've been studying. You're gonna garner my attention if you say this. Why don't Christians understand the Old Testament? For until this day remaineth the same veil untaken away.
They say why the Christian don't understand the Old Testament because they don't study, sir. they study, they could
They study. They just be studying with a white mind. Why don't a Christian understand this? A Christian can't understand not reenacting vengeance on the next person. Christians are evil, Akim. You think Dylan Roof Storm walked in the church and killed a bunch of Christians, God-loving Christians, and he was the devil? Dylan Roof Storm was a Christian. He was a Christian, I don't know what you want. Ted Bundy was a Christian. All your serial killers are Christian. What do you expect? They don't understand how to not commit violence. So when Christians read stone somebody, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, they know how disgusting they are. And they also know, I want to do things to other people. So their remedy for that is, you know what? Christ must have did away with the law. He must have done away with it. That's the only way. Because if Christ ain't get rid of the law, I'm finna do everything in this book. I'm finna murder, steal, I'm finna rob, I'm finna molest, rape, lie. If he ain't do it, like if Christ didn't come and do away with the law in the Christian mind, they're going to do everything in the Old Testament that gets you killed. They're going to do it in their mind. Christian has no strength. Christian has no backbone. You understand? That veil is, look, Moses is telling you, you don't have to do it. Punishment of the law don't have to apply to you if you just follow the law. You understand? You don't got to get stoned if you don't do nothing that's worthy of stoning. They couldn't understand it. Moses had a veil over his face. Couldn't understand. Moses put a veil over his face. Maybe you'll understand this. You understand? You'll understand this. You will definitely be stoned when you do it. He couldn't persuade us to not do it. You understand? He couldn't. Look, if you don't do it, look how much harmony we could live in. Don't you love your brother? The love of a brother and the love of a sister was not enough to make us stop killing each other, robbing from each other, and lying to each other. So what Moses said was, look, if you do it, you're going to get stoned to death. The fear of death made us not do it. Not loving one another. That's why it failed ultimately, and you have the Christian church. That's why what Moses did failed. We had a hard heart, and Moses tried to work with it, and it failed. Because that is not how it's supposed to be done. What's supposed to happen is you're supposed to realize you have to love a black, Hispanic, Native Indian person the way you love yourself. If you don't love yourself enough, the way you love. I don't love myself, but I fight for my people. You think you trash? You think you're garbage? What do you love in this world? Your mother? Love yourself like you love your mother. You say you die for your mother. You think you're garbage. You black man running around in the streets. You think you garbage, but you love your mother. Every Mother's Day, you make sure you treat your mother, right? You see the way you treat your mother? Now see your mother's face when you serve crack to the next fiend. See her face right there. Does that help you learn how to love somebody other than your mother? Are you self-centered? See your own face when you see your brother before you shoot him. Since you're so self-centered and you love yourself so damn much, are you going to shoot yourself? No, you love yourself so damn much. Whatever the hell you love so damn much, love blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians that much. The punishments of the law won't apply to you. If you can only love blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, you won't commit crimes. You understand? You won't sleep with another man's wife because you're like, man, that's my op right there. That's my brother. That's my boy right there. That's my boy. I ain't gonna do that. You understand? I ain't gonna do that. You a sister. Sister doing something foul to you, gossiping to you or something like that. You could, but since we shouldn't be doing that, we can't be gossiping and spreading news and stuff because you love her. You don't engage in it. You don't talk about her with it. Yeah, that's crazy. She did such and such. And I heard she's such and such and such and such. passing lies, rumors, and gossip around. You'll stop her and be like, sis, we can't do that. We're not supposed to do that. That's not good for us to do. You do something like that, Akim, like it's like, how could you commit a crime? When we police one another, how could you commit a crime? You police yourself and you police one another. And it's not even the same way the police might police you. What do I ask y'all every time I see any one of y'all? What do I ask y'all? You Twa? Hey, what's going on, Ark? You good? You Twa? Most on Christ. I'm policing you. You all right? You good? If you're going through something, you might tell me you're going through something. Then what I'm gonna do? Give you some advice to get you through it, so that you don't do what? Take a sinful route to get through it. Brotherhood overcomes sin. You understand? Go ahead, Zakawu. No. It's less of I wasn't here, and more like he loved Moses perfected the love of his people so much, and he like y'all so damn evil. Like we're evil. We're not obeying God. He done saved you from the Egyptians, and now you fighting amongst each other because somebody bumped into you a little bit. You want to kill them. Just got saved from, like, imagine that. Imagine getting taken out of America, not even 20 days into being out of here. America being destroyed, this all falling down to the ground. Not even 20 days after that, you beefing with your brother. That's what he had to go through. Soon as you walk out of Egypt, two brothers arguing. Like, damn, what you arguing about? We just got rid of the oppressor. How could you possibly be having an argument? Everything is to celebrate right now, and you're arguing. You understand? Moses was put in that type of position. It's not like he turned a blind eye. It's like, okay, so the heart, since you hate your wife so much, she's so horrible, which Akim, she wasn't. You understand? It's like when you give, it's like if you give a man a way to weasel out of something, you give a coward a way to weasel out of something, they always find a way, like they'll take it. You give a coward a hole. You know that saying, you give a man an inch, you take a mile. Like you give a coward a hole, he'll weasel his way all the way out the law. You understand? That's what it was. All right, just write the divorce law. Like that just stumbled into more things. It's like, all right, cool. Since if I could just sleep with whoever I want, I was telling y'all on Wednesday about these big booty sluts. I could sleep with whoever I want, and then when I get tired of her, I'm gonna just tell Moses, "Hey, look, shorty annoying. Write this paper right here. Hey, here you go. I'm finished with her. Pass off to the next man." How do you stop? Like, how does that stop whoredom in Israel? That creates whoredom. That does not stop whores. That's what we was doing. That's what we was doing. It's like, and we can't eat pork. Throw this chop down right quick. Be like, man, I ate pork. All right, I'm gonna take this little lamb I'm gonna take this ox and this lamb, this pigeon to the priest and sacrifice it. That's what we was doing. We were sinning on purpose and then sacrificing to the priest because we knew that was going to get us over. That's all it was. Moses ain't turning a blind eye. Moses was trying to work with our simple-minded hard-heartedness. It just didn't work because that's not how it was designed to work. You can't just sin and then all right, God, I'm gonna give you my lamb and my pigeon. I'm gonna give you my pigeon. Damn, God, I just slept with Becky, with that snow bunny from down the block. I'm gonna give you this pigeon though. We straight? Cool. I just had like 12 pork chops at the barbecue. I'm about to give you this lamb. I'm gonna sacrifice this lamb. No, we straight? Cool. You just gonna keep sleeping with whores, keep eating pork, and doing whatever you want. You understand? That's why Moses said, look, you do it, you die. You understand? Since y'all don't listen, I'm just telling you, follow the law, and you don't even gotta worry about the punishments. You damn near ain't gotta read it because it'll never apply to you. We couldn't even do that. He like, okay, look, how about this? When you do it, you're gonna get stoned. Good enough for everybody? That put the fear in their hearts. The people that try to say the most, I can't deal with no God that'll stone you in the Bible. Stand up. I can't deal with no God that's hard like that. No God that's gonna do something like that. Your women probably, I know y'all women tell you that all the time. I can't deal with no God that's how God, that's not God. Why would God do something like that? God can't. When he told you, when Moses tried to tell you, just follow the law, you damn near told him to go kick rocks. So Moses laid it on you flat how it is. Do it and don't do it and live. Don't do it and die. He laid it on you flat. Since you don't listen, I'm gonna lay it on you flat. Like that's this whole thing right here. Before I get you out, somebody now read. It says which veil is done away. Go back to 2 Corinthians 3 and 15. The end of 14 says which veil is done away in Christ. That veil, that look, you can write that. You can write that divorce paper. That punishment is gone. You know what I'm saying? That veil is done away with Christ. It says 15. Somebody read 15. I'm about to start reading it because y'all not on point. I need y'all to be on point, Akim, on point. If you got the mic, head up. Come on.
2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 15, or Akim have it. But even unto this day, when Moses is read, the veil is upon thy heart.
John, even this day, the veil is upon. Even until this day, when Moses is read, the veil is upon your heart. People still in 2020, with me just breaking this down, I.S.U.P.K. breaking this down, Commander General YAHANNA breaking this down. Still, people are reading this and going, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Like one of my favorite music artists said eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. That's why that's why he gonna continue to do what he do. Even when you read it to this day, you have people reading this and saying, I have to follow that. You got people who found out they're Israelites and are still dumb enough to only read the Old Testament. Like you're a Christian. You're like an opposite Christian. Instead of just reading the New Testament, you read the Old Testament. Like you're an opposite Christian. You understand? Read on, 16.
Come, sir. Nevertheless, when it shall turn to the Most High, the veil shall be taken away.
They turn to the Most High, that veil gone. That punishment's gone. You understand? Ain't nothing hidden from you no more. You know that this is the punishment, but guess what? You ain't even worried about it no more. You understand? There's nothing to worry about. You gonna get stoned? No. Why? I don't do none of that. You understand? Like it's not even complicated. This whole thing is Christ ain't do away with the law. You read Moses and it say write a divorce paper, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Like all of that was never supposed to go down like that. You're not supposed to just get boom. Now I'm not saying when I'm using these analogies, I'm using a better analogy. Somebody punch you in your face, Akim. Don't come tell me he punched you in your face and how you turned your cheek. Because I might hang up on you. I might hang up on you. I'm not sure yet. I'm still like weighing that one. Somebody punch you in your face and you tell me, sir, but I did what y'all told me to do and I turned my cheek. I might hang up on you. I just might, because I'm not telling you that. That's not what I'm saying. Somebody wrong you, like it come with wisdom, but Akim, this is why you call him in the Lord and all of that. So I do understand the calls, but I'm just telling you right now, somebody punch you in your face, you better tell me how bad you beat him and how you had to show him mercy. You understand? I had to show him mercy. He was already on the ground, and I stopped, sir. I stopped because I realized it was already over. I listen to that call. You understand? I'll listen to that. I'm not listening to you tell me how you got punched in your face because the Bible say turn your cheek. Like he hooked you on the left, you just turn to your right. I dare you to do it again. Like, Hakim, that's not. I'm not verifying none of that. I'm not verifying none of that. UPK don't stand for none of that garbage. That's baloney. Like, we don't stand for none of that. All right. What it is saying is, you step on your Jordans, Hawk. Like, leave it alone, bro. It's not that serious. You understand? Step on. Like, you a child? Are you a child? Like, your child is going to argue with the other child about him having his toy too long. You understand? About him bumping into him. About him taking the first piece of candy. Like, your child is going to argue with another child about that. Are you a child? Is that what you are? Are we children raising children? No. We cannot be if we want to raise a nation. Your child is going to do that. Somebody step on your Jordans on and you get mad. You need to question, like, a couple questions. Why the hell am I mad over something that just protects my feet while I walk on the ground? Oh, because I spent $300 on it. Why the hell am I spending $300 on some damn sneakers? Like, why the hell am I doing that? Am I saying you can't? No. But if you go and get mad about it, when somebody mistakenly hit them, bump them, scuff them a little bit, you ain't got no business buying them. You're weak. You're like a woman. Let a woman not be able to find her damn shoe. She tear her whole closet up. The whole closet come crashing down because she can't find the damn shoe. Like Akim, is 1 second. Kashak said, even if it's one of your brothers who punched you. What do you mean by brothers? You mean somebody in the school? Clarify that. Before I move on, because I'm almost done with your questions, Akawar. And the buy again. The water. Well, we're gonna let Kashak clarify that for me. I mean, if let me say, a man in the school punch you in your face, the same rules apply. So like now I know y'all might have been thinking I was about to tell you, come talk to me. Don't talk. Don't now look, when I say this, I say this with wisdom. This will probably never happen in the school, right? We don't have time, like I said. Oh, okay, he said a brother not in the truth. All right. Like we ain't got time for that. Like we in the school, we don't have time for that. Like I said, imagine leaving Egypt and 20 minutes later you arguing. Bro, like we just left Egypt. Like, can we celebrate? Can somebody bust the wine out before we argue? Like, god damn. And I hear brothers in the school argue all the time, and it don't never come to that. Because we're actual men. Men can actually discuss their issues and then move past it like it never happened and never bring it up again. And it literally never happened. Don't nobody remember. Remember that time you and such argue at the feast of such and such? What? We did that? Man, I ain't argue with this again. I ain't arguing with him at no dang feast. Again, he said, but 1 second, he said a brother, but not in the truth. Yeah, like, any heathen, a brother in the world, they hook you. I would hope you defend yourself. We're men of war. We're not men of the cheek turn. That's not what we are. The Christian church has plenty men that are men of the cheek turn. Plenty men where you can walk up to them, swing on them, they're gonna sit there and look at you. They either freeze up or run. You understand? Straight like that. Straight like that. Half these gangsters in the street be in the church. Why you think they get hooked and run? They get punched in their face, run and go get a gun. Why you think? They in a damn church. They're not tough. There's nothing tough about the streets. And the damn thing tough about the streets. It's nothing. You've been in the streets, you know that. Ain't nothing tough about the streets. Ain't a damn thing tough about the streets. That's why they want to go get a gun. All right. But point being, we not the claw for we not the cheek turners. We ain't none of that. This is all about the law ain't done away with. The law ain't gone. You understand? The law is very much here. It's very much here. And when you turn to Christ, you just don't got to worry about getting stoned. All right? You ain't got to worry about getting stoned when you turn to Christ. All right? Any other questions? I will that answer you, though? That veil is that. That's the punishment. The veil is the punishment. Okay. Anything else, Hakim? Yeah, but and let me give y'all something else. Something I noticed from calls I get. What Kashak said, and we're gonna get into my topic since there's no more questions. 1 second. He said most people don't really know how to fight. Now, if you want to show a brother in the world mercy, you can do that, right? You can definitely do that. What I'm telling you, though, right? What I'm telling you is. Somebody punch you in your face and you say he can't fight, so I'm not gonna hit him back. Don't call me with that neither. You understand? I don't believe nobody in the world can fight. I don't believe nobody in the world is straight, meaning heterosexual. I don't believe none of that. I believe they're all everything that's bad in the Bible. I believe that's everybody in the world. I don't have time to differentiate. I don't have time to figure out. Oh, okay. So you a sodomite, but you not a liar. Oh, okay. You murder, but you're not a sodomite. Okay, I see the difference. I don't got time for stuff like that. I got more important things to do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just lay all of y'all just sinners. That's easier, right? It's easy enough. It's cool. It's easy enough. You can all change your life, but you all sinners. You see what I'm saying? That's how easy that is. I'm not worried about what a man in the world could do. I'm not like that. But let me get back on my topic. We about to get into BREONNA Taylor, Hakim. As y'all know, this sister ain't getting no damn justice. She ain't getting not a lick of justice. Y'all don't know they convicted one of the cops for wanton endangerment. That wanton endangerment means he got charged and convicted for the bullets that flew through the neighbor's house. It didn't hit nobody, but it flew through the neighbor's house because he fired so many shots recklessly. He got charged with wanton endangerment. He did not get charged for killing her. None of them did. None of them were charged with killing them. You understand, Con? You just learning when and how far to go. Kind of like, yeah, like that's it's situation by situation. You understand? Sometimes you'll know. The situation that come up, you'll know whether or not you got to take it there or not. 9 times out of 10, you in the truth, you don't have to take it there, but you want to be prepared to have to take it there. All right. But like I said, BREONNA Taylor didn't get no justice from them cops. Give me Deuteronomy 31:17. Said Taylor Josh said BREONNA was executed by the police. Yes, of course she was. I'm gonna read an excerpt about what happened to her, or about the police and what they did right quick, just to read to you how garbage they are. Can you Deuteronomy 31:17?
Come, sir. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31 and verse 17. Or Akim have it.
God.
Then my anger shall be kindled against them in that day, and I will forsake them.
I will what?
I will forsake them.
The Most High will leave us. That's what happened to that sister. Unfortunately, the Most High left her alone. When the Most High leaves you alone, you die, Akim. You understand that? Is what them cops did right? No. But when the Most High leaves you alone to your sin, you do die, Hakim. Read on.
Yes, sir. Come. I will forsake them, and I will hide my face from them.
I will what?
I will hide my face from them,
Continue.
and they shall be devoured.
And they shall be devoured. Devoured. Like them cops devoured her, man. He let off, what was it, 20 rounds, 10 rounds? It's one of them two numbers.
A lot, sir.
He let off he let off way too many shots. It was completely against police protocol. He was fired after the case became big. He should have been fired immediately. He was fired after the case became big. Like I'm about to let me get into some of the story. Now, I got some scriptures I want you to read as I'm getting into this story. Understand? Read a couple facts first. They served a no-knock search warrant and used a battering ram to force open the door. Now, with that, ten shots. He's in Deuteronomy 31:17.
Yes, sir.
And Kashak said it was 10 shots. It was 10 shots. And Taylor John said her family took the blood money. Like, y'all gotta understand something. Is it justice? No, that money ain't justice. But literally, that's all they finna get. That's all they finna get. Like, you get killed by the cops in America, you're not about to get justice. You're not. I can't, like, how many cops? It was some brother, like George Floyd. I think his cops got arrested, right? One of them or two of them or something like that. Yeah, Khan. Yeah, I was about to get into that, Kashak. They changed it from a no-knock warrant to a knock warrant, right? Like, before they went over there. Not right before, but, like, it was a no-knock warrant, meaning the police can bust in there and not have to knock. It can serve, they can, go up in there and do whatever they want. No knock. Not whatever they want, but, they can bust that door open without knocking. The judge changed it to a warrant where you have to knock on the door. There is one witness saying that the police, they yelled police and then entered. There are 11 witnesses saying the police did not announce themselves and bust open her door with a battering ram, which caused her boyfriend to turn the corner and bust off shots at the police because you just broke in his house. What do you expect to happen? Do I know you the police? See, that's the garbage. That's what makes me, you're lying. Now it's like you telling me a black man is just going to turn the corner with everything going on in this godforsaken country and just shoot shots at the police after they announce themselves. A mentally sound black man is going to hear the police say, this is the police. Open the door. We're coming in. And he's going to arm himself with his weapon and shoot when they bust through the door. He ain't a kingpin. It's not like, this ain't the movies, Akim. This ain't the kingpins that I ain't going back to jail. This ain't that. This is not that. He was a regular brother. God, he is a regular brother trying to defend his house, and he shot once. They never announced police. Never announced police. But when do they release the body cams? That's what I want to know. When they release the body cams? Because even the one witness that corroborates the police story said, yeah, they yelled police, but they couldn't say, yeah, they yelled police before they entered. All she said was, yes, they said police. The most rope you can give them is they knocked down her door and then said police. Meaning ran up in there, assault rifles off, down, and good night. They said it was malfunctioning. They said the body cam was off and the body cam was malfunctioning. Like, like all of a sudden, it was members, not one. All y'all body cams malfunction. All of them. They murdered her in cold blood, did not say police, battle rammed her door down. The boyfriend shot one time, probably realized there was a police. They did not care. And the cops was in, hold on, I didn't see the plain clothes part. I didn't see if the cops was in plain clothes. I'm gonna look into some of this. I didn't know that part. I didn't know. He said the Taylor Josh says that the cops was in plain clothes. Body cams ain't working. You ain't dressed like a cop. You don't announce yourself when you coming in the room. Like, damn, what did you do right? Like, what did you do right? This numbskull is maltrained. He's not trained right. Shoots 10 shots off. A couple of them passed by the head of a child who was the neighbor. They had a neighbor child. Bullets went through the wall and whisked past his head and his mother's head because he couldn't aim. He just started bucking shots everywhere. He just started shooting him. I'm gonna get into the story a little bit. It says the police were investigating two men they believe were selling drugs. Right? Reportedly, based on representations by police, one of the men used the apartment to receive packages. They're looking for drug dealers. And one of the men that they're looking for supposedly used Breonna Taylor's apartment to receive packages. Right? Police lied and said that they had the USPS look into the packages. It says the suspected drug dealer had allegedly been seen walking into Taylor's apartment one afternoon with a USPS package, left and drove to a known drug house. The warrant said a U.S. police inspector confirmed that the man had been receiving packages at the apartment. Postal Inspector Tony Gooden has said that his office told police there were no packages of interest being served there. They also lied and said that they agreed to cooperate with us. He said, no, we agreed to tell them if packages of interest were being shipped there. There were no packages of interest being shipped there. They still broke in her house. They still shot them bullets 10 times. They still murdered that sister. Their defense was that she dated a former drug dealer. I'm sorry. Her ex-boyfriend was the one receiving packages there, and he's a drug dealer. Right? So give me 1 second. No drugs were found in the apartment. The officers fired more than 20 rounds. And according to anonymous sources who spoke to Wave 3 News, one of the three officers allegedly fired blindly from the exterior of the residence through a window with closed blinds and curtains. You can't see nothing, but you firing shots through a window. You don't announce yourself, but you shoot 10 times when you enter somebody else's house. Give me Isaiah 30. Give me Isaiah 30 and 1. Akim, this is preventable by you. Our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, but this is preventable by you. Imagine if Breonna Taylor's boyfriend was in the truth. You understand? So we're telling you, look, whether it was drugs or not, he can't receive packages here. You know he deal with drugs. It's gonna bring heat down on our house that we don't need. His packages can't come here. That's final. Situation avoided. You can't change the devil. You understand that? What can you do? Change yourself. Drug dealers say, look, hey man, look, I just want to send some pack. You say, you know what I'm saying? My place hot right now. I just got to send some stuff. No, no, no. Love you, care for you. Can't send no packages in. This is preventable by you, Akim. Read Isaiah 30 and 1.
God. Woe to the rebellious children.
Woe to the rebel. Death. Woe means death. Death to the rebellious children. Give me 1 second. Death to the rebellious children. You understand? Is it death to the rebellious children? Like I'm not trying to have y'all remember her in a bad light, Akim. I'm just trying to let you know the sister has some proper protection, some proper guidance. Like Akim, if you read her, well, she was a EMS student. Like she was nowhere near the drug game, Akim. She was nowhere. She was a former emergency medical technician for the hospital. She also was. She transferred into something else. I can't find it right now. She was a decorated woman. You understand? Breonna Taylor was a decorated woman, and she could have been protected had her boyfriend been a man of the Lord. Had she known the laws of God. You understand? Like you just can't get them packages sent here. Because you can't change the devil. The devil investigating your house, asks the post office to investigate your house. The post office tells the devil there's nothing wrong with that house. The devil still breaks in your house. You can't change him. No matter how many brothers join the police force, no matter how many of us run for mayor, governor, councilman, Senate, Congress, president, secretary, treasurer, you cannot change the devil, Akim. Read on.
God. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Most High, that take counsel, but not of me.
Again, I'm not trying to have you remember her in a bad light, but that counsel she took, that brother said, look, man, just let me send the packages here. I just send them here. I'm going to come get them as soon as they get here, and I'm going to get out of here. They may not have been drugs. I'm not saying it was drugs, Akim. But what's the problem? If you're a known drug dealer and you send your packages somewhere, you know your package is being watched. That's why they wasn't sent to your house. That wasn't counsel with the Lord. You call I.S.U.P.K with that problem, we're going to tell you, you need to stop that immediately. Go to the post office, have every package sent there from an unknown source. If it's coming from this location, have them reverse it. Every time that package coming to your door, send it back. Send it back immediately. Don't even take it in your house. Send it back immediately. Don't touch it, nothing. Call the cops. She died because somebody else had to have packages delivered to her house. Her boyfriend wasn't wise enough to say, I don't think we should do that. And now he got to grieve over her. He had to stand over her lifeless body as cops probably put him in cuffs. Definitely put him in cuffs. He fired a shot. As cops put him in cuffs, he watched her lay there dying. All because you couldn't tell her no. Read on.
God. That take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
They may add sin to sin. Drop that. Give me Deuteronomy 4:25. No, that 12 million, I think one of y'all said is blood money. And I can make sure when y'all in the chat, right, y'all can ask questions and comment. But there's one teacher. You understand? There's one teacher. Akim, that blood money, is it blood money? It is. Akim, it's like, look, I know we murdered your daughter, but here's 12 million. I think I told you this. Who was the last, if y'all know, who was the last murdered brother or sister that got a settlement? Their family got a settlement. Freddie Gray? There might have been one after him, but let's just Freddie Gray, right? I know we killed your son. Forget that. Tamir Rice, perfect example. I know we killed your son. Only 9 years old. I can playing with a toy gun that was orange. I know we killed your son. Here's $9 million. Make you feel better? What do you value your children as? A dollar sign or a legacy? We are people of the Lord, Akim. There's no dollar sign you could put on us. That's why athletes selling out for $40 million contracts is evil. Singers, rappers selling out for $3 million in jewelry is evil. It's evil, Akim. You can't put a dollar sign on the people of the Lord. Read on.
Deuteronomy 4:25 or 5, sir?
Deuteronomy 4:25.
Come. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 25. Oh, Akim got it. When thou shalt beget children and children's children, and shall have remained long in the land, and shall corrupt yourselves and make a graven image or the likeness of anything, and shall do evil in the sight of the Lord thy God, to provoke him into anger.
This is talking about when we got our land. But this is also, you can apply this to today. Like, you're going to beget children and beget children and children, and you're not going to obey him, and you're going to follow other gods, and it's going to provoke him to anger, Akim. It's going to provoke him to anger. Like, they said in that damn police report, give me Judith 5:17. They said in that goddamn, oh, damn. Call in. 1 second, Akim. They said in that goddamn police report, right? They said in that goddamn police report that they filed a blank. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get something popping over here. 2 seconds, Akim. 2 seconds. I got you. One second, Akim. 1 second. One second. I almost got you. Okay. Most high Christ. They said, let me get it. Let me get it in the story. Let me get it in the story. One second. I'm looking for something specific. I can't find it right now. Oh man, I can't find it. Look, they submitted a report, right? They submitted a report saying nothing. They submitted a blank report about what happened to her. They said she received no bodily injuries. And they said it was an error. The same way that the body cams went off and that was an error. Same way it was plain clothes. The same way, y'all know she yelled and asked who was it? Who is it? Who's at the door? Multiple times and they never answered her. They submitted a police report that said nothing was wrong with her. Nothing happened. They said it was an error. Like, these men murdered her and tried to cover it up. Period. There's no way around. They murdered her and tried to cover it up for the sake of catching a drug dealer who they knew wouldn't be there. Like, this man picks up packages and goes to the drug house. You know he's not there. Why are you using a battering ram to knock down her door? He's getting the packages there. Let's say it is drugs. He's taking them to the trap house. Why are you knocking down her door? Should you not be going to the trap house? Does that make more sense? Tell him. You tell him. You see him getting packages delivered there. You're taking it over there. The post office inspected those packages and said nothing was fishy about them. If you still had doubts, shouldn't you just intercept the package? Right? No. No. You murder her. You know why? Give me Judith 5 and 17. Judith 5 and 17.
Gone. And while they sinned not before their God, they prospered because the Most High that hated iniquity was with them.
Gone. Read it one more time. Salagi.
God. And whilst they sinned not
You want
before
to read?
their
You want to make sure you read where you at. Judith 5 and 17 and ask Akim, do they got it?
okay. Judah chapter 5, verse 17. Allah got it? And whilst they sinned not before their God, they prospered because the Most High that hated iniquity was with them.
Like, again, I'm not trying to make y'all hate her. I'm just trying to give y'all a different view. You know the devil's the devil. What can we do? You understand? The devil is the devil is the devil is the devil 7 days a week, twice on Sunday. He the devil. That actually fit perfect because church is Sunday. Twice on Sunday, he the devil. He the devil times 2 on Sunday. Like Akim, the devil is the devil no matter what you do. What can you do? Could you not have packages sent to your house? But now she shouldn't have. Here it is again, though. If the post office inspects it, you have no reason to break in there. But you got to take precautions against the devil. You got to think he'll do whatever to murder you. What's the only fight back against that? Being righteous. I don't even deal with drug dealers. Don't even deal with them. It's impossible that one of these packages come to my house. A name that ain't mine. I get a piece of mail and it ain't my name on it, or somebody immediately in that house name on it. Like, it ain't getting open, and I'm giving it to the mail person right back. If I catch them before they leave, they're getting it back. If I don't catch them, it's gonna be waiting for them the next day. You got to be righteous. Look like, yeah, she went to school. Yeah, she worked in a hospital. Yeah, she ain't got no criminal record. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But yeah, we still gonna break in her house. Sir, I don't get packages delivered here. None of that. I ain't got a parking ticket to my name. You want to battle the devil? Like Judas 5:17 just said, when you sin not, that guy was before them and they prospered. Did she die because that pale beast is the devil? 100%. She also died because she was a sinner? 100%. What can you change? Out of that equation, what can you change? You. The scriptures say, what God have made crooked can no man make straight. But that's going to be my last scripture right there. Give me that. Give me what God have made crooked and no man make straight. Give me Ecclesiastes 1:15. Ecclesiastes 7:13. Ecclesiastes 7:13.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 13.
John.
All of you got it? Consider the work of the Most High, for who can make that straight? What he hath made crooked.
Read the next verse.
14. In the day of prosperity, be joyful.
Prosperity.
Prosperity, be joyful. But in the day of the adversities, consider the Most High.
Right, no. Consider. In the day of prosperity, be joyful. But in the day of adversity, consider. We're in adversity right now. Consider every move you make. Consider everything. Consider every possible outcome. For who can make straight that God made crooked? I can't change that beast that rules over me. I can make it that when he looks at me, I ain't breaking none of his laws. I have no record. I'm not breaking none of God's laws. I'm in perfect alignment with God, and I'm not breaking none of your laws. That's how you receive that protection. Nabiah?
Salaki, that's what in the scripture, Salaki, so I don't know exactly where it speaks. It said, obey the law of the land.
The scriptures say obey the law of the land because when you obey God, God tell you obey the law of the land. That means what? You obey the scriptures, you obey America. Now, you don't obey something that's contrary to the Bible, meaning America say you could be gay. No, you can't. That brother want the mic.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, the laws of New Jersey says that you have to teach your children LGBT laws. You have to teach them to respect homosexuality.
No, that's not the
a
law of
law.
New Jersey. That's a law.
It's a law in New Jersey.
Are you sure? Because I want to look it up right now.
Yeah, bring it up right now. LGBT laws. That they teach them this in school, sir.
Block it.
Good.
And kids, right, in school, they do want us to respect the gay community in like certain other things.
They want them to respect. They want y'all to respect it. They want you to honor it. God damn. You can't get no damn honor. But old butt boy, it's a lock. The anti-gay adoption policy by New Jersey State Welfare Agency was dropped in 1997. New Jersey law against discrimination meant to include sexual orientation and identity in 1991 and 06 prohibits discrimination. Yeah, whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. That I'm not going to spend too much time trying to look right here. Let me see. ACLU. Oh, you're right. Let me see. LGBTQ in New Jersey schools. LGBTQ education is now, I do remember this. I think Zachariah, you might be on the YouTube now because the phone line had cut off. I think I do remember putting this story on the Facebook at the top of the year. This was way before that too. LGBTQ education is now mandatory in New Jersey schools. Here's how teachers are prepping. You know how I would prep? I prep by homeschooling. That's how I prep. That law, you don't obey. You don't obey that. Mandatory to teach my child what? See, for that, I'll get locked up. For that, you'll lock me up. Because, see, that isn't contrary to God. Not everybody, like, in the words of Captain Akai, not every man find loves in another hairy sack. Salakia. It just don't go down like that. And you're not going to force me to teach my child or any of my children that that's what it has to be, that they have a choice to do that. Let me tell you something. In a One West household, that ain't no choice. You want to do that, you can get ahead and get. You can get ahead and get the getting. I don't care if you, what's the way son name? Zaire. Zion. I don't care if you that age. You that confident? That's you. You go somewhere else with that. I mean that. I mean that. I mean it. I mean it. I mean that. You can go. Akim. I ain't gonna even get into it. You can go somewhere else with it. You understand? You can go somewhere else with it. That is not gonna fly in a One West household. You understand? Love you from a distance. Like that's what I'm saying. That's what you gotta go over there. Like I remember being that slave and having one of those alphabet boys change the lyrics of a song of a woman professing her love for a man to him professing his love for a man. Akim, like I ain't say nothing to him. He knew I had an issue with it because he pulled me to the side later, like, is there static between us? I ain't got no problem with you. But you not gonna sing that around me, bro. You not. He was all a 6'4", 280. You need, like, ain't you line back in some or linemen somewhere? You not about to go. You not while I'm here. I used to scrape the damn grill. He in the corner cutting lettuce, singing about his love for a man. Like Akim. I just couldn't have it. It was to the point where the general manager made us work different shifts. Because I kept bringing up, like, I'm not having it. I can't run around here singing all the gangster music I want because I was in Hoboken. Y'all gonna get all types of offended. I run around here with headphones in my ear reciting the gangster rap. Good Lord. Y'all gonna think I'm about to leave and come shoot y'all. Well, I have a problem with him doing that. They're gonna call you homophobic. I ain't scared of a homo. I'm terrified that you gonna pass a disease through the air. I'm scared you gonna sneeze in my direction and I'm gonna catch something.
Come on, sir. You have, I mean, what you just saying, not only that, right? But if you ever worked in the construction field with roofing, masonry, and you work around a lot of Edomites, right? One thing that these Edomites do tell you, I mean, and everyone's salaki me because I'm getting ready to get a little graphic. But these Edomites, right?
Make sure it's YouTube. Keep your language proper.
Yes, sir. But these Edomites, right? Edomites, like when you at work, they will tell you something like they will tell you, like, okay, let's say you getting ready to go
A gay joke.
Yeah, take a leak. They'll say something about, oh man, I wish I could take a leak with that. Oh man, I wish I had you. This is what these people do. These
Right.
white men do.
Right.
And they think that it's funny. It's
Right.
not funny. So that right there is just going back on what you say. So you gotta check them. I gotta check them. You ever in your life say something like that?
I slapped it. Salakia, I understand. I'm not saying that right now. I'm saying that's how the conversation goes. Right. Yeah, like I completely understand. And that is the perfect situation to be aggressive in. I'll lose any job over that. Any job. I don't care how well the job is. I will lose any job. Don't let no grown man, even though he's a female in his body, they like to say they trapped in a man's body or some crap like that. Don't let no grown man talk to you like that. Don't let nobody talk to you. Don't let nobody desecrate your manhood like that. Nobody. And for all the brothers online, the brothers in the room, your kids playing these video games. You playing online. They will speak like this. This type of stuff needs to be monitored. I mean, very, 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 very serious. Very, very, very serious. It is a common thing to make gay jokes. And when I say gay jokes, I mean similar to what the brother said. I'm not going to get into how graphic it is right now on YouTube for fear of the video being flagged, but they will they will tell your children basically that they're going to rape them in so many words. If a grown man talks on a game system and he hears a 11-year-old playing the game, you can tell by the voice. I've heard it. I'm telling you from experience. I'm just telling you this to help you with your children and prevent the brainwashing that goes on in America. So we don't have no Zions running around Israel. Hakim Kashak said, in jail I go. In jail I go. In jail I go. There's few things that men of the Lord go to jail for. This is one of them. Hakim, they will tell your child. They will talk all about his private parts and what they want to do to him. And they'll think it's a joke. Like it's funny, it's haha. These are like 28-year-old white men, 24-year-old white men, 19-year-old white men. Like, and they will crack these jokes as if they're funny. If the child play video games, monitor them. Have them mute the people they're playing with. You see what I'm saying? I'm just telling you. Just a little insider because I know it's 2020. Everybody like playing video games. You understand? I play it from time to time. I mute all the devils I mute. Because if you crack a joke like that, like you just, I don't want to play the, like, I won't play the game no more at all. I'll turn the whole game off. Why I gotta wake up and hear you talk about penis? That ain't proper. All right, I can. Point being, the Breonna Taylor situation. That situation got out of hand because there's no man of God in her house. She rebelled against the Lord. You cannot change the devil. You can only change yourself. You can only change yourself, Akim. Damn, you see everything we fighting. LGBTQ, cops busting in your house, like everything. Your woman trying to be a feminist, try and turn your son into a butterfly boy, try and turn your daughter into camos, cargos, and Tims. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're fighting so many things. Nobody got time to fight each other. We don't got time for that. We can't afford more Breonna Taylors. We can't afford it, Akim. Every sister is precious and valuable. To the I.S.U.P.K, every sister is precious and valuable, and the men are precious and valuable. We can't afford to keep losing us. Cannot do that. You understand, Akim? That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this class up. Shock said he finding me all over the game. Like I don't even play the game that much no more. That's how much it started to sicken me. It started sickening me. My game just sits there. It just sits there. Like I'm the buy. The game just. What?
I was talking about you said that you was gonna do last time.
John, I got you. I got it after class. I got you. I got the class. You understand? We gotta wrap this class up, though, Akim. Right? That being said, the visual like munch him. Shabbat. Munch him. Samaj. Much Shabbat. Much. Right.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatuh.
Dismissed. Clap it up, buddy.